Any road. Back to Chris. Santa Sprees, Mr. Chris.
Santa Sprees. Okay, this is a band that Dave knows, actually. Santa Sprees is based around the songs of Anthony Dolphin. They've been going for quite a long while, as long as Arco were going, in fact. And they've got a fantastically original aesthetic, which is deliberately lo-fi with very loose timings and carefully... there's an out of tune you can do that's just out of tune, and there's an out of tune you can do that is brilliantly, carefully chosen. And if you want to put a gloss on it, you can call it microtonal, but it's just beautifully out of tune because that's his aesthetic. And he now makes music with Kazuka Dolphin, used to do it with Catherine Marshall, and his records sound like nobody else. Back in 98, we met him, I think, once very briefly at a gig. His first album was on the same label we started out on and contains, I think, only 23 tracks, which is, by his standards, very low. But it includes things like If You're in Town, Look Me Up, which is the greatest song about first loves I've ever heard. It is absolutely heartbreaking in its own way. His latest album is called Sum Total of Insolent Blank, which contains a massive 43 tracks with titles like Q for Burning Ski Lodge, Everything's Still Normal in Space, Quadrangle Deviant, Musical Chairs Blasphemy, that kind of thing. All of them extremely original, extremely brilliant. His lyrics are miles over my head. He's an incredibly bright bloke. His lyrics, I can just barely get a sense of where he's going with them. And lots of this album is a work of genius, and I very heavily recommend everyone check it out. The track I'm going to play is very apposite for our time, just called Let's Not Go Back to Normal. Obviously written about halfway through this summer about what we're going to do afterwards. And it builds to what he called a pulpit momentum. So unlike most tracks which like to give you a nice easy verse chorus, this hits verse 3 and then goes for it, and it will not let go of you. And it has a point to make, and it makes it brilliantly. It's just Let's Not Go Back to Normal by Santa Sprees.
Normal letters here.